Well, the very first thing that comes first, the big thing, is have to have the vision, the image, what you have in your head. And then you put everything together and you do it, and you somewhere way along the way, you lost the vision. And it isn't what you expect it to be. And then after you've had it done for a while and you look at it, well then, oh, okay, I guess I can see that, it wasn't all bad. For me to do something with feeling, I have to have the feeling. If I do something with one of the combines, I ran a combine for 30 seasons. I know what it feels like to be there. If you don't have that feeling, it just isn't going to work. In 1960, I borrowed money and I bought cattle. I built myself a trailer, and then somebody else wanted one. The next thing you know, I had kind of a trailer building business. It started to look like a job. I don't want a job. I was asked to do something for an antique car gathering that was here in Havre. And I ended up doing a sculpture of a Model T. Everybody was amazed. They didn't think that I had the smarts for that. And that was really the beginning of using my creativity, what little I have. I went full-time doing sculpture, and I was about 40 years old then. So it took 40 years of trying lots and lots of different things to get to that. I went to an art show in Spokane. There was a lady there doing pencil drawing. It intrigued me, and so on the way back, I stopped in Missoula and bought some pencils. Almost immediately, I quit doing sculpture and started doing drawing. This may not make sense, but when I welded something together, it pretty much stayed there. The pencil, when you put it down, it stays there. I felt comfortable with the pencil like I felt comfortable with the steel. I came into it completely cold. With no background in art, I just did what I was doing. I knew about ranching, I knew about farming, I knew about all kinds of things. I mean, I was just shooting in the dark. The one thing I really want to emphasize is Cassie Sharilla. She had started selling for me in 1984, so she's been my agent since that time, and it made all the difference. She knew her way around the art world. I didn't know anything about anything. Fact is, I really didn't care to do them alone. Still not really comfortable. It was a lot easier to give the stuff away than it was to sell it. You can do almost anything with pencil that you will put yourself through. I want the story to be as of whatever, 1920, 1910, 1950. For the people that are interested in what I do, if they had a certain tractor, it's got to look like that tractor. They might not have been into art, but they could say, we had one just like that. I want everything to be natural looking. So I do use a lot of photos. I've taken many, a couple 100,000, I suppose, over the years. I need the reference material. I just don't have memory good enough to have all the bolts in the right place. If you're into anything for 40 years, you realize that times have changed, people have changed. First, I was really interested in doing the Model T. Now, people wouldn't even look at it because there's nobody around that was driving a 1920s car. Then for a while there was 55, 6, 7 Chevys. Well, that's all gone by. They've kind of left me because I'm not going to do the modern. I'm more interested in stuff that's not around anymore. I drew a lot. I don't remember how old I was when I first started. Well, my dad was really wonderful about it. My mother, a little less so. I mean, I made a terrible mistake of doing okay in school, and she thought maybe I could amount to something. My father was farming ranch. The big thing that he gave me was the fact that you don't make mistakes, you learn. If I broke down something at home, he wasn't upset about it. And he said, well, we'll fix it. That's a really important part of what I've done, because without any background in art, without anything to go on, but just to jump in and do it, I didn't even think about it because I have that background of, well, let's try it and see what happens. So, that was, that background, it really was, and I had it and I didn't even realize it, Kathy has asked me different times, how many do you think I've done? I don't know. 700 to 1,000 maybe. I've been doing this for 40 years. Somebody someplace is going to be interested in where they came from. One of the reasons I'm not too concerned that I'm involved in that process, we've been doing the art show at Great Falls for the last 30-some years. They're really getting quite a bit of mileage out of Charlie Russell. And I think Charlie at this point doesn't really care. And I'm kind of feeling somewhat the same way. When I'm gone, he did some stuff all right, but who was he anyway? Who cares? My interest is my next piece. I would have stayed with the ranching and the cattle, but now, the body is saying it's too late. And that's perfectly fine with me. I was always attracted to a piece of white paper. I've been quite content just being an artist. These are actually the best years of my life.